Remember when the Obamas left the White House, they said they were flat broke? They are so rich. Let me show you how much wealth they've accumulated. I wonder if Michelle is still telling people how the rich have to give up a piece of their pie. When the Obamas came into the White House, they talked about the fact that they were just poor black folk from Illinois. And they hadn't made much money. He'd been a senator for a few years. She was a mom raising daughters. And then they had 8 years in the White House, right? And over those 8 years, they made a little bit of money. But when they left the White House, they said they were basically broke. I want you to see this quote from Michelle Obama, and then I want to talk about what's on the bottom of the quote. This is hysterical. Quote, someone's going to have to give up a piece of their pie so that someone else can have more. This is her Communist Manifesto. And I want you to look closely at the pictures of their 4 estates. Their Martha's Vineyard mansion is worth 11 plus million. Their Hawaiian mansion is worth nearly 7 million. Their Washington mansion is worth what? 8 million. And their Chicago mansion is worth nearly 2 million. So this doesn't count their cash, their stocks, their plane, whatever.
The book sales, the speaking engagements that they're making.
But now they've got $28 million worth of real estate. But as she said, someone's going to have to give up their piece of pie, their piece of the pie, so other people can have more. Now, like we talked about earlier about squatters, they're not in those houses every day, right? You can't be. There are 4 mansions around the country, spread out a lot.
Yep.
From Oahu all the way to Massachusetts. If they came home and there were 30 people living there, would Michelle say, okay, I'm giving up a piece of the pie. You can stay in our $8 million mansion or a $6 million mansion or a $12 million mansion. What do you think?
Oh, the Secret Service, the feds, the ATF, the local police, SWAT, every last one of those organizations would be there. They would even have the IRS there just to make sure these people are paying their taxes. they would have everybody show up to arrest these people. And if they find out they were squatters in today's world, they would keep it all on the hush hush. So if it ever actually happens, Barry, they'll keep it on the hush hush. They'll remove the people.
You can't be right on this because she said you have to give up your piece of the pie. They have a lot of pie.
It's our pie, not theirs.
Oh, so it's Barry's pie.
Yes. Even though our slice of pie is nothing compared to their pie. They have a whole pie. We have
they are sitting on major pie.
Oh yeah, they're sitting on major pie. They have the whole pie. We just have a sliver of the pie, right? And it's not even part of their pie. The pie that we have is just a slither that we had to get from working hard. And that sliver, they want us to break up that sliver of pie that we have. But their whole pie, oh no, it's a nice golden brown on top of it, and they might even put whipped cream on it.
Oh, you're making me so hungry right now. I love apple pie.
Just right hint of cinnamon in it, and with a side of ice cream, vanilla ice cream. I'm dying. But it's not their pie. You can't touch their pie. It's our pie that we have to give up.
Well, they've ended up with a lot of pie, Will Johnson. And I'm pretty sure they're not sharing it.
Nope.
And the subtle question that I want to leave everybody with is this. How did they go from broke to 30, 40, 50 million dollars?
Really quick, I can tell you, insider trading, they're all doing it. Really quick, I know we didn't get into it, but this last $60 billion that went to Ukraine, and rumor has it, Barry, that Mike Johnson did it because a group of Republicans went to Mike Johnson and said that if you do not push this through, we're going to side with the Democrats and we're going to give the gavel to Hakeem Joffrey. The reason why I believe that happened is just like Nancy Pelosi and the whole rest of them, They knew that the $60 billion going to Ukraine, they're going to turn right back around and buy arms and buy other supplies from the United States of America. And these politicians, they have stock in these companies. So they're out to make millions and millions of dollars. You got to push it through. It's payday for me, because if you don't do it, then we're going to hurt you. It's so much corrupt. It's the biggest money laundering scheme in American history.
You may be right. You may be totally right. And when I see how much money they've pulled out, I'm talking about the Obamas.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Broke. It's
I mean, Barry,
it's very discouraging.
We have places in America that could use that money.
You mean, wait a minute?
Look at Hawaii. Look what happened in Hawaii.
Yeah, like the fire out here.
Look at in Hawaii, what happened in Hawaii. And to my understanding, there's still a great deal of the location that's still damaged. They're not even doing anything.
It looks like it got
destroyed,
napalmed, and they're living on the beach in tents with families.
But the money needs to go to Ukraine, Barry, not Hawaii, because these are Americans in Hawaii. Can we pretend that they're Ukrainian? Then the money will go there.
Yeah, if you put up a Ukrainian flag on your tent, you'd probably have somebody fly in with a check. But if you're a veteran and you're an American,
yep, you're SOL.
You got it right.